Okay, so help me out, guys. Here. Okay, I'm gonna quickly recap the evening. So, from the get-go, you finished up the fight with the bandits. That's where we left off last time. Today, we started out with the cavalry arriving, aka the Elder Guard. The Elder Guard confronted Lucas because he had a bloody maw and bloody hands. Fun smooth talks you all out of that situation while Liana hides, for whatever reason. The guardsmen go off and do their things. They take the statements and add these names, so you're all registered in the Elder Guard police system.
She was scared.
Well, not everyone. Liana, well, she may be registered before, but not now. Not this time. So everyone else... Oh, yeah, it's done looping. Hold on. I'm gonna just... quick minute. I have to change some settings here. I'll mute myself for a second.
I never thought that my cooking skill would come in this handy.
Alright,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, I did beat you.
You went even.
Yeah, it was even.
I'm still gonna count that as a victory.
Fair enough, you can count it as whatever you want. But it was even.
In that case, I counted I won.
Actually, the jury
Too late.
Was never told. Anyway, after dispensing with the guards, so to speak, Van Fenrir and the gang walks over to is led by Liana to the Elder Guard's Pride Inn, where Fenrir promptly orders 2 of the finest rooms, gives 1 key to Fenrir, takes the other one himself, and they both promptly fall asleep. Liana, Keira orders the cheapest. No, Keira first orders the cheapest room.
Oh my god!
This is the stables. She upgrades to a medium suite. Gom just as soon as he goes in the door, just realizes he has to puke. Goes outside, starts puking like over the railing, before walking 20 paces and falling asleep in the mud. Keira goes to sleep. Liana goes to meditate. This is important because 4 hours later, actually, did you go to meditate first or did you go to meditate after?
I think you've missed the section where Liana was talking to her friend, the old man, and then got the chariot.
And then the other one, and before that, she talked to the innkeeper about reducing the cost of potions, and then she forgot about buying them.
Yes, she did.
Oh yeah.
But did you meditate before or after you whacked the guy?
After.
Okay. Poor choice of words, but yes. So, Liana first chats up a hard of hearing old man, who she cons out of 10 gold for charity. And
Which Snipple captures and remembers.
yes, which she was intending to spend for potions. Oh. Next, she goes up. Keira goes up. They both go in. Oh, sorry. Keira goes up to sleep. Liana goes and chats up a moon elf, a kinky elf. Brings him up to the room. He ties her down, gags him, and whacks him. Keira notices.
You said he ties her down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Liana ties the moon elf down, gags him, and whacks him over the head. Keira notices the whack, but thinks nothing of it. She thinks it's just a book falling or something. A thud. Then Liana steals 65 gold worth of platinum and gold. She meditates for 4 hours, goes to wake up Fan, argues a little bit that they should really rob this bank she saw. Fan, without any clothes, remember, grabs the bedsheets off of the new inn. And, yes, nice silk bedsheet, wraps himself in it, and off they go. Fan insists that he needs to get some clothes before they can even, like, in theory, go anywhere proper. So they go to the Golden Needle Tailors. where they get.
Wait.
Yes.
Another thing important that you missed is that I showed him the king elf.
Oh yes, you did show. Leona showed Fan the kink elf, so he knew Fan knew that kink elf was tied up before they went out, and then they go out. They get dressed. It's really a weird order that they go out and then they get dressed, and then they scout out the bank. But both of them roll terribly on like remembering things, so they go out.
Remembering just the guard positions.
Yes. They talk about opening account, talk about seeing somewhere else, and acting as a couple. And they cannot remember guard positions or security measures.
Acting as a couple was kind of distracting.
Yes. Meanwhile, while they were up being measured and tailored at the Golden Needle, Kara, Fenrir, and Gom wakes up. Kara and Fenrir walks up. They go outside. Kara uses tracking to track Gom, and you can easily see, Gom's vomit. Step 1. Following his tracks to where he's, a fat imprint in the mud. Step 2. And hearing him talking, relaying his tales of adventures in Elvenland, where he spoke to the fish people, to the horses in the stable. They pick him up, they go to the pair of black antlers, talk to Leosin and Orlanthar. Or Larry points his finger and goes no to Gom, and he stays outside. They get paid for earlier missions. They get paid for those from the early mission that survived. That's 450 instead of 600 gold, something like that. No,
That's
yeah,
not fair.
150 each, so 450.
Yeah,
So
there was 600 with Fiona, though, but obviously.
Yeah.
And they get paid for 450 gold, which is split evenly. They head back out, now on the look for... Well, after talking about with Leosin and Leosin and Unthar, asking if the elves have been there. No, have not. Go back to the innkeeper in the Eltergard Inn, Eltergard's Pride, talk to him, he says that they saw the elves leave, one of them in a blue bedsheet from the inn. Kara makes the connection that they would probably get, Fan would definitely try to get some proper clothes. They walk off, try to find a tailor shop, and after a lot of if and buts, they meet up finally after dropping Gom off at the Mage's Academy. And I think Blarg has been here since then, but if not, I'm gonna continue.
Do it for them.
Yes.
Sake.
They all meet up, head off to the Eltergard's Pride Inn again, now with new clothes. And Fan has the blue silk bedsheet as a cape now, by the way. They go inside, and now my memory is a little bit fuzzy. What happens in what order?
Well, I'm surprised that the innkeeper hadn't mentioned anything about this silk cape.
Well, with everything else that happened, I think that's the least of his worries, to be honest.
True, but yeah. I don't know
And
what
let's
did
face
happen
it,
in
people
Ultra.
steal towels and soap from hotel rooms all the time.
Yeah. Well, all I know from what I was doing was in the kitchen about 95% of the time. So.
Yes.
Hey, you earned gold.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I spent most of my time.
Fenrir plied his trade as a chef. Let's see, what else?
Liliana was hungry.
Liana was hungry.
Everybody was hungry. Everybody ate. The table ate.
At the table. No, they. What else? Christ. What happens in what direction? That's what I want to know. Or what order, rather. Well, let's take it out of order then, because I can't remember. There's a cook-off between the actual chefs, or the so to speak chefs that are there already working, and Fenrir, the actual chef, who comes in and goes, no, that's wrong. And it's basically a cook-off where he earns the right to for free stay. And what else was it?
Chef hat.
Oh yeah, he's chef head, right?
Yeah. You just said this is mine now.
Yes.
Basically.
Oh yes. Fan goes up to get his other
Yes,
weapons,
yes.
and then he lockpicks the door, and Kira finds him.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
Blarg remembers it
While-
now.
That's what happens while I go in the kitchen and try to cook my own food, and then another cook-off happens.
Yeah, another cook-off happens. Kara runs down again, confronts Liana in the kitchen about this. The barkeep or the innkeep gets a little bit distraught startled and draws his sword. And as Liana is like basically run away, he nicks her for
Because
2
of the
damage.
dead stare.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah.
He nicks her with his blade for 2 damage. As she's vaulting over the half door.
Maple is really
Behind.
scary when she's angry, apparently.
Yes. Meanwhile, Fenrir is just flipping burgers all day.
Eh,
I'll try to do my job, earn some money. Make a living.
At least he isn't flipping birds all over the place.
True. Okay, help me out. What else happened?
You didn't mention what happened with the lockpicking door and Kira finding him and stuff.
Well, no, because I think Blarg knows this. I think it's been
Yeah.
explained to him.
I went back.
thought
I
we
went back
were-
upstairs
I thought we
again.
were recapping for ourselves too.
I could recap for you. Okay, so Fun goes up to get his stuff from his room because remember he's only wearing a up until that point when he went out he was only wearing a blue silk bedsheet
Getting his stuff.
and he brought his coin pouch. That's all he brought.
And his dagger, his family dagger.
Well, yeah, he used that to tie the bedsheet together so it wouldn't fall off. He rolls a natural 20 by the way, climbing up to the golden needle. I remember.
Yeah.
He just kind of scales that wall like it's nothing.
Jesus.
And when they're back,
Halloween ghosts.
Fan goes back up to get his stuff from his room. He hears Kink Elf kind of muffled screaming and banging himself against the wall as best he can. Kara follows, not entirely sure why.
I was just
Check.
going to look to talk to Fan for a conversation because
yeah.
everyone else was moody and or busy.
Fair enough. Kara follows Fan, and Kara sees Fan trying to lockpick a door and hears some sound of distress from within. Fan breaks a lockpick but manages to open the door on the second try. They find Kink Elf, they untie and ungag him, and Fan opens the manacles. Oh yeah, I guess Fan has those manacles now.
Yeah, true.
Should have that.
I know he's
This is
using
why you
them
read
for
that.
later.
This is why you recap things.
Yes.
Yeah, I do, Blarg. Yes, I do. Yes, I
Uh,
did.
Yes. Well, that's not yet. Okay.
True.
So.
It's also why we should write things down, things
Well,
that happen.
I cannot. I
It's
really
recorded.
cannot do that. This recap will help me so that I can just, watch these last few minutes and get a recap. I think that's a good idea. I'll do that.
instead of watching like several hours of footage.
Yes, watching. Let's
Wait.
see. Watching 10 hours, 52 minutes, and 56 seconds of stream.
Yes. Remember, 3 out of them is
Yeah, it's League.
League though.
You broke my train of thought. You just read this. Fenrir
Yeah,
comes up
we.
afterwards, after Kira, joins in and like peeks his head inside and looks what's
This
going
is
on.
after the confrontation.
Is it?
Yeah, because I was curious
Yeah,
about what was
I
going
went
on.
down, confronted Liana. She ran away. I like, whatever, and go back upstairs again.
Yeah.
And
You
you
can-
mean fall downstairs again?
Oh yeah.
No, I go
Yeah, well,
upstairs. I fall down.
Meanwhile, she hides with the family celebrating.
Yes, cousin Anne, Elsa.
Yes.
Whatever.
Did anything important happen after that? Except,
No.
know,
Yeah.
Kira smacking into a table, the little love scene,
Well, she
Well,
smacked into
before
a
that,
wall with the painting, and she
Oh
smacked her head.
yes,
So,
yeah, she has
And
caused
she
significant
made a hole
damage.
in the painting.
That's true. She
and Fenrir's.
She also
Upstairs.
had a small bear, so she's tipsy at least for the
yeah,
time being.
Oh no, I didn't go there.
No, I didn't want to get drunk because we're still on business, but she felt miserable after crashing in things and getting
And
angry at them and stuff.
the beginning
So she
of
was
the love
sleeping.
story.
yeah, so the love story as well was important.
she's
I apparently tried to poison Fan, even though it wasn't
Oh
intentional.
yes, yes, that.
Oh yes, Fawn is paranoid against being poisoned.
And
There's only
somehow-
missing spices. I mean,
yeah, Fenrir rolled like a natural one on the food that
Yeah.
on a food for fun.
Yes, and then he rolled a 19 for a constitution check, so he didn't notice anything really wrong with it except a few spices missing.
Yeah, I rolled 2 nat ones in a row on dex save and grapple check.
And then I shared my food with him and kissed him on the cheek playfully.
Yes. And then he ran up because he didn't know what to do and brought his food with him. So he ate it.
Blushing.
Yes,
He
blushing.
pulled off a Shelton when complimented. When complimented by a lady.
Yeah.
Also, Kara.
Lots of trap placements by Liana.
Yes. For a little while, this will be your face, Kara. Because you smacked your head into the table.
Yeah, she already, as stated in the in the character sheet, she has this big nasty scar on her face.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
So that's why your death stare was so scary.
yeah, probably.
Actually, probably just leave it as is. What else? What else?
Yes.
And then we pretty much ended up, after all the love drama, we ended up agreeing to go on over to the pair of black actors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and before
Bye,
that,
bye.
Liana remembers. Just before that, Liana remembers about the potions and buys like 3 potions.
Well, he only has one.
Oh, then she buys just one on the
and-
price of 30 gold.
Yeah, you bartered it down to 30, I remember that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna subtract 30 gold. How much is your gold now on your file?
I gave him 3 platinum.
Fair. Tell me
And I'm left
your-
with-
Tell me your money table.
Okay, so I'm left with 2 platinum.